Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Silvio, the wine entrepreneur, and I'm here to entertain you with wine, spirits, culinary delights, and a good time. Welcome aboard, and all aboard to Cooked and Uncorked. I am so happy to be with you today because we have a wonderful chef. His name is Chef Andrew Dudich, and he hails from Mama Dude's, and the food is magnificent. But first, let's do the week in review. So last week we had Chef Michael Peacock, and he was the flying pie guy from Australia that made meat pies, and we paired it with an awesome Saxonburg Shiraz. Phenomenal, phenomenal. So on Instagram, Jennifer Sherlock, our own Jennifer Sherlock, who hails from Delaware County, Villanova, out there, she said, nice. And you know what? I know she meant nice. So I'm going to toss this. I used to do the cards, but now I do the paper. Almost, I got you. Next, our own Laurie from New Jersey, Cali Soul Art and Yoga from Instagram, gave me a big fat heart, and I said, thank you, Laurie, you're awesome. And she said, back at ya, Silvio. There we go. And he winds up and pitches. I got the camera once, but it was cut out, by the way. And believe that. I got the camera dead on, and it was edited out. On Facebook Messenger, Jill Morrison from Habertown says, Silvio, you got my vote. Well, Jill, I didn't know I was running for office, but I thank you for your vote. And I'm so happy because I know you're a new audience participant to have you along because it's my fans that I love so much. Here we go. Here we go. You think I'm going to get it? I'm going to get this bad boy. I hit the camera, but not the lens. And then finally, no, two more to go from Facebook. Paloma Romero from Sevilla, España, from Spain, says, envialo para España. She was asking to send the meat pie to Spain, and I'm happy to say, Paloma, the meat pie is in the mail. You may not want to eat it, though. Here we go. Oh, I got you. And then, you know what? My producer, Keith, probably doesn't want me throwing that thing at the camera anymore. And then finally, I got Rowan Romeo. She's a new audience member on Facebook, and she says, Silvio, the dish sounds divine. I've only recently been turned on to the great wines of South Africa. And I got to say to you, Rowan Romero, that I've been turned on by many, many wines from South Africa. So finally, without further ado, I want to introduce this great chef. And also, I want to give a dedication to all the moms out there because this is why he's doing what he's doing. Welcome aboard, Chef Andrew Dudich. Hey, man, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Chef Andrew Dudich, tell us something about Mama Dude's.
So Mama Dude's was founded in 2016, kind of trying to highlight all that Central Jersey has. We are the Garden State after all. So we try to do seasonal menus, local products, and just kind of mix things up and do what other people aren't.
So it's local products from local farms and distilleries from central New Jersey, right?
Yep. We use a different distillery on each menu. We switch out our local farms, and we try to use as much local products as possible.
And it's from farm to plate to truck.
To truck, yes.
Because Mama Dude's has 2 trucks down, right?
Yeah, 2 trucks.
Yeah. You know, and one of the reasons, and I got to say this, I was very impressed speaking with you because when his mom, Donna Dudich, who we are honoring the show for today, had lung cancer.
Yeah.
And you were at Johnson Wales at that time. And during that time at Johnson Wales, you were driving home from a big party and you saw a truck.
Yep.
For sale, right?
Yeah.
So tell us a little more about that.
Saw the food truck was for sale. My partner at the time was my cousin, and we decided to take a swing at it and see if we could make it work. Since then, he has left the company for other reasons, but...
Why did you call it Mama Dude's?
we couldn't think of a name, and it just felt like we should dedicate this to something a little bit bigger than just the food.
And Mama Dude, your mom was called Mama Dude, right?
Yeah. My last name is Dudich, so my dad was called Big Dude, and she ended up being Mama
That's a
Dude.
great name, Dude. Dudich, I love it. But I want to focus again once more, and I apologize. I know, but I want to focus about Mom because you've since been a huge success. You have articles lined up, you have interviews lined up with entertainment, and you're even doing movie sets now, like the movie set Inside Game with Will Sasso and Scott Wolf, right?
Correct.
So you're a young guy and you're growing so incredibly well, and I think that has everything to do with Mom. Am I right?
I hope so, yeah. I mean, she's definitely helping from somewhere up there.
Oh, it must be because, I mean, you named it Mama Dudes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's a whole family enterprise we got going here.
Yeah. Well, I love the fact that you honor your mom in such a wonderful fashion, and I'm honored to have you here right now today on Cooked and Uncorked.
I appreciate that.
So look, we're going to go on to Mama Dude's truck. He has an incredible truck that spray painted with Mama Dudes on it, and we are going to prepare his awesome dish, which is, tell us a little something about this dish now. It's braised.
Yep, so this is Sourland Mountain Spirits braised short rib with spinach and regatta tortellini. On top we have microgreens from Resilient Farm. Our cheese is from Cherry Grove Farm. It's called Herdsman, and we mix that all together with some blistered cherry tomatoes, also from Resilient Farm.
Blistered, what, they fall and they blistered the knee?
No, we throw them in the oven and we burn them until they can't be burnt anymore.
Oh yeah, that's blistered, ladies and gentlemen. But that caramelizes the onion. I mean the tomato, right?
Sure. So every vegetable we try to make as burnt as possible because it caramelizes the natural sugars, brings out everything that you would want in a vegetable, and that's usually the reason people don't like vegetables is they're not cooked long enough.
So it brings out the natural sweetness from the skins itself.
Yes, sir.
Now, interesting enough, this braised rib, right? Short rib, is from Sourland?
So the braised short rib itself is not from Sourland. The whiskey we use in the braising liquid.
Okay.
So once the alcohol cooks off, it produces a sugar at the end, which gives the short rib a nice sweetness.
Oh, cool. And you know what? And he said, when he brought that to my attention, I said, well, you know what? We're going to drink some rye whiskey then with that braised Sourland whiskey itself in the braised short rib itself and the tortellini. So listen, we're going to go to his truck and we'll go back at you 2 and 2.
Hi, I'm Christine Patton, the Juice Girl, and I have a brand new show coming to the RVN network called The Juice Girl Show. I'll be talking about juicing, blending, squeezing, and answering any question you have on how you can feel better and look better with juicing. So I hope you love my new show, The Juice Girl Show, coming soon to the RVN network.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Silvio, the wine entrepreneur, and this is Mama Dudes, and we have Chef Andrew Dudich, and he's gonna whip us up some really good food. And then after that, we're gonna drink some really good rye whiskey. So let's get on board and check out what Andrew does best. We are now in the heart of the operation at Mama Dudes, and Andrew Dudich, Chef Andrew Dudich, is gonna show us how he prepares short braised ribs.
Sure. So in the pan to start with, we're going to start with a compound butter, which is canola oil and butter. The reason we use that is it lowers the smoking point so we can cook our ingredients at a higher temperature.
Canola oil and butter.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. So if you use just oil, you'll end up with smoking, which is not what we want. That ends up in a sulfur taste. We don't want that.
And this is something that anybody can do at home.
Anybody. It's very easy. None of our dishes are crazy. It's just the flavors are something that no one would normally put together. So we're just going to start with minced garlic.
Minced garlic?
Minced garlic. We're going to sweat that down until it becomes translucent, which means it becomes see-through. We want that garlic to turn from a real bitterness to a sweet taste.
Yeah. I know all about sweating garlic.
Most Italians do, yeah. So that's just going to be on low heat. If you put it up too high, it's going to turn the garlic into a nutty flavor, which is going to end up in a burnt taste, which is not what we want for this dish.
Right. So low heat when you're sweating the garlic.
Yep, and once you see it start turning brown, about 5 minutes in, that's when we're going to throw in our braised short rib, which has been braised previously. We pick it apart, leave it in quart containers, and we have an order. We throw it in the pan.
And it's braised with Sourland whiskey, right?
Yep, Sourland Mountain Spirits whiskey, and
From
we use
Hopewell, New Jersey.
Yes, sir. And we use.
Where can people find you, by the way? Where do they find the trucks?
Sure. So we have an online calendar on our website at mamadudes.com where you can go on and see our public events. We are also at the West Windsor Farmers Market every Saturday from May until November. Great event. Yeah, great. Definitely worth a look.
And this is really something that you can do effectively with weddings, bar mitzvahs, birthdays, you name it, because the truck can go anywhere. This is a mobile kitchen, and this is our mobile chef.
All right, so now that our garlic is kind of right where we want it.
Right, smells absolutely fantastic.
This is our bruschetta mixer. So this is our blistered tomatoes, our Thai bruschetta, and tomato puree.
Thai basil.
Thai basil, yep. So it's like normal basil. You can find it in most Asian food markets. It has a little bit of an acidic taste to it.
Okay.
So we're going to throw that in to stop the cooking process of the garlic so it doesn't overcook.
I remember before you said it was acidic and there was another component you mentioned.
Sure. So once we start cooking it, it's going to turn from that acidic state into a little bit of a sweeter state. Normal basil has more of an umami taste, in my opinion. The Thai basil kind of gives it a smooth, sweet aftertaste.
Yeah, this is really the Johnson and Wales coming through right now. And also, you've done some fine dining restaurant experience at Clio, right, in Boston?
Yep. So I did my internship at Clio in Boston, which is owned by New Jersey-born chef Ken Oringer. He owns about 5 different New England-based restaurants.
Famous chef, as a matter of fact.
Yep. He's been on every TV show from Good Morning America to the Food Network. Really knowledgeable guy.
So this is, you're an up-and-coming star then?
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, you are. But he's shy, guys.
So we're going to let that reduce just a little bit so the water cooks off. And while that does that, we're going to add our tortellini.
Tortellini.
So
this is a ricotta cheese tortellini.
Yep, ricotta cheese filled tortellini, tricolor tortellini. We get this from Silvio in New Jersey.
Tricolore. 3 colors.
In there. We pre-cook it before we bring it to an event. That way it doesn't take a long time for it to be picked up in the pan.
And what's inside those tortellinis?
Regatta.
Regatta. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you it's a ricotta. But at least he's not a poser.
Yeah. I'm not Italian. I don't want to try it.
Yeah, but you grew very Italian in central New Jersey. I know that.
Without trying to be. Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's a great experience.
The other thing is, with our tomatoes, we leave them whole. The reason we do that is when they get cut up, they lose the liquid. The point of this is when you're eating this, I want you to bite into the tomato and get that almost that pop of the juice. Yeah. Awesome. New Jersey's known for tomatoes. I figure we might as well showcase it while we're here.
And that's the beautiful thing of what you're doing from food from farm to plate to truck, because you're bringing the natural ingredients of New Jersey, which is known for its tomatoes and blueberries and strawberries. And New Jersey there's a reason why they call New Jersey the Garden State, and that's what Andrew Dudich, his mission is to bring from farm to plate to truck to you.
Yeah, we're not trying to do too much to these ingredients. We just want to showcase them how they are.
Right.
Not a lot of seasonings going on, just straight up how they are.
And it's all about local too, right?
Yeah,
so,
seasonal and local.
Seasonal and local. So that means he has to change his menu every 3 months.
That's the fun part of this for me, though.
That's cool.
Cooking the same item becomes mundane after a while.
I like that.
So now that the water in the bruschetta mixture has cooked off, now we're looking to get some color out of the tortellini. So we're going to leave this on here for about 2 more minutes. We're going to get a nice crust on some of the tortellini, not all of them, but we do want that little bite when you're eating this, because tortellini is a very soft pasta. So we want it to be a little bit harder, so that when you're eating it, there's a texture. Exactly. Yes.
Right. And now you're going to bring on board the
short rib, yes.
The short rib.
Yep.
The braised short rib.
So if we add the short rib too early, that will also get a crust on it, which we don't want. I want that to be very smooth and pull apart. I don't want that to have that crust. That's what we get with the tortellini.
Right. Ah, that smells wonderful. Once again, I say it all the time, the smell-o-vision. I wish we had smell-o-vision.
We're gonna add a little bit more of our compound butter just to give a little bit more of a crust on that tortellini.
So you guys are getting how he's making this, because I want you to try this at home. You know how usually they say, don't try this at home? No, but I want you to try this at home.
Very, very easy dish, and it breaks up the mundane penne pasta.
And the more chefs there are out there, the more interviews that I'm going to do and pair wine and spirits with.
So this is our thyme honey. We get our honey from a local farm at the Westminster Farmers Market, and we take thyme and we infuse it.
Infuse it?
Yep, meaning we will take the thyme and turn the honey on the low heat for about a half hour and throw the herbs in and then strain it out, and then we get a herbaceous honey out of it.
And that's a local honey too?
Yep, so this is going to go right on top, a decent amount of it, and what that's going to do is the natural sugars in that are going to caramelize and create a crust onto the tortellini.
And it's always good to have local honey in your system, because it helps to build the immunity and the defenses against natural-born pollens in your area.
Yep. Allergies are quickly solved by local honey because the pollen in that honey comes from the same place that the allergies come from.
And that's why the bumblebees are so darn important.
Yes, sir. So we'll give that another minute to just kind of cook off.
Ah, it smells absolutely. I can smell the infusion of thyme, basil, and that honey, and the skewered, blistered cherry tomatoes. It's just remarkable. I sincerely wish that we had. Once again, I say it all the time, but I wish we had smell-o-vision, because there's no doubt in my mind. Many people will be driving down here right now. As a matter of fact, a lot of the guys from the back are coming out. I see that they have their fork and knives, and they're ready to chow down on this. Now for the braised rib.
Yep. So we keep that in the fridge while we're cooking. We don't want to make anybody sick, so it has been picked and now it is cold, so we're going to add it back into here and we're going to let it rehydrate in our tomato mixture.
Look at that bad boy.
Before you add the short rib, you want to make sure that your sauce is a little bit liquidy, because the short rib will absorb all that liquid and turn right back into what we had before it was cooled and chilled.
And what's fascinating is that this is not an expensive proposition. You're looking at maybe $10 to $12 a plate, and you call it blue collar fine dining.
Yeah, so we're trying to bring food to people that wouldn't normally eat at fine dining restaurants.
Yeah, so we're bringing fine dining, local ingredients to the wonderful people of New Jersey and Pennsylvania and New York, and wherever you got to do parties, just go on mamafoods.com, because this is incredible. I'm really impressed with this, because you got Johnson & Wales here, and we have food for everybody. We'll be back. We're going to chow down on this, and I'll see you 2 and 2.
When did you see the sign?
When I needed to jumpstart sales.
Build attendance for an event.
Help people find their way. Fast Signs design new directional signage.
And got them back on track. Get started at fastsigns.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So good to have you. I am Silvio, the wine entrepreneur, and this is the up-and-coming rising star chef, Andrew Dudich. And he is from Mama Dudes, and he makes some incredible food that he's going to plate down, and then we are going to drink some rye whiskey, O.Z. Tyler rye whiskey from Kentucky. So, without further ado, let's plate and let's eat. By the way, I see that you had this little wood plate.
Yeah. So,
okay.
So my dad made these.
Oh, yeah?
A little bit nicer than the normal plates. Yeah, a little bit more character to it.
Your dad, is he a carpenter?
He is a carpenter. He's a very good carpenter.
Oh, wow. I can say. That's cool, man.
So we're just going to plate that right in the center.
Uh-huh.
This is our herdsman cheese from Cherry Grove Farm.
Cherry Grove Farm, which is in New Jersey, obviously.
Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Yeah, definitely worth a look. We're going to just...
Can I try a little piece?
Absolutely. I would love if you would.
Oh, man. Mm.
Similar to a white cheddar.
The benefits. This is...
So we're just going to place that sporadically on top.
Wow. It's almost like a mix between pecorino cheese and cow cheese.
Yeah, it's really good. So everything they make over there is phenomenal.
What kind of milk do they use? Do you know?
That is cow's milk, but they do have milks that feature sheep, other
Gotcha.
animals as well. This is our regatta.
Ricotta.
Yeah.
Ricotta. Say it with me. Ricotta.
Ricotta.
Mamma mia.
So then we're just going to place that at different areas along the plate.
Love it. Love it. Why ricotta cheese?
Because it also is inside of the pasta, and what goes better with pasta than regatta cheese?
Okay. How about Parmigiano?
So these are our micro herbs from Resilient Farm in Hamilton, New Jersey. It's a mix of micro broccoli, which tastes like raw broccoli.
Micro broccoli. Now show me a piece of micro broccoli because I've never seen micro
So
broccoli.
it's mixed in here, so it's hard to pick out specifically, but it's also a mix of micro broccoli and a couple other spicy micro herbs, so you get a little bit of everything.
Gotcha.
A lot
And
of
this-
pasta dishes are served with salad next to them, so instead of doing that, we just serve it with a micro salad on
Gotcha,
top.
gotcha. So it's from Resilient Farms.
Yep, in Hamilton, New Jersey.
Because they're very resilient. I'm going to try this micro broccoli.
And that's it.
It's micro crunchy. Wow, look at that. Awesome, awesome. All right, so let me jump to the rye whiskey. Here we have OZ Tyler Rye Whiskey. I'll bring it up. They hail out of Kentucky. I drove all the way down. Should I bring it down? I drove all the way down to Kentucky, to Owensboro, Kentucky, to pick up this brand, OZ Tyler. It was named after the owner. I still have that micro broccoli. It's tearing me up. It was named after the owner. He was an inventor, and his favorite drink used to be the Macallan 12. But he hated the fact that he had to wait for his drink. So he was an inventor. He created the inliners for soda cans to keep it cold. And he invented this system called the TerraPure system that essentially it sends ultrasonic shock waves into this contraption. They call it a Rosie because it looks like the robot Rosie from the Jetsons. I know you're a little young to know about the Jetsons.
Right over my head, yeah.
But make sure you watch the Jetsons
After
when you
this,
go.
right
Okay.
after this.
You'll love it. It's a great show. So long story short, he created this TerraPure process. He's since passed. God rest his soul. I'm sure he's having some short rib with your mom right
I
now.
hope so, yeah.
And he's sharing his whiskey with her. And it essentially enhances it breaks the ultrasonic waves, breaks the alcohol ethers off, and it ages much quicker. Instead of waiting a year, you get 7 to 10 days. And that way you don't have to wait 12 years for a really good bourbon, or this is going to be our rye whiskey, which is going to have a little more of a sweeter, since sweetness is natural sweetness, not sugary sweetness, but natural ingredient sweetness, which you are all about. The local farm to plate to the truck to your customers who are absolutely wonderful. So I already have a bottle cracked. I don't want to crack that yet. OZ Tyler Kentucky Rye Whiskey, and we're going to pour some of that. And tell us about these local drinks that you have, like the Boiling Bottling and the Joe T.
Sure. So Joe T is out of Montclair, New Jersey, and Boylan Bottling Company is out of Paterson, New Jersey. They have been on our menu for about a year now. We switch the iced teas and the sodas, 2 different ones every menu. We keep the cane cola, seems to be everybody's favorite, but they're the best 2 New Jersey made drinks, in my opinion, that we can feature with our food.
All right, so we're gonna do 2 things here. We're gonna chow down on the food, then sip the drink, and then we'll try the soda with the drink, because that's a natural combination. So let's get the. Here's a fork for you.
Thank you.
Here's a fork for me. Let's get this bad boy over here
After you.
and chow down. All right, here we go. I'm grabbing some tortellini, some braised ribs here.
Get some of those microbes.
And microbes, yeah, that get stuck in between your teeth, and the blistered cherry tomatoes, because he loves to blister his vegetables. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible.
Not bad.
That is not bad. This is more than better than not bad. This is darn right heavenly, man. I'm impressed. Your mom taught you well. You said your brother's going to Johnson Wales now.
Yeah, he'll be there next year.
It's all in the family.
Yes, sir.
And then for the
Cheers.
cheers.
That's really nice.
Doesn't
really good.
work well with
Yeah.
it.
Start carrying that on the truck.
No, that was your decision. So I'm more than happy to share.
Oblige, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, to share my rye whiskey with you. And then we want to try the.
Absolutely. So that's a twist off. So go ahead.
Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
And for me.
And this
And
made
then-
with cane
wait.
sugar. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Made with cane sugar.
Yep. So it's a little of a natural sweetness,
So-
like a honey. Would
So let's take a bite and then we'll sample that. So all the flavors
Sure.
are working with our palates.
Don't forget those micros.
I was always bad with the brew. Cheers again. So good to have you on board as well with you. What a mix. That's incredible. I don't like doing this. I've never done this before, but I'm going to try it.
But it's definitely worth it.
Perfect. That cane sugar is just dynamic. I never tasted a pure soda before than the boiling bottling. So I'm so honored to have you on board once again. God bless Mom. God bless the family, and thank you for bringing the braised short ribs and the tortellini with the ricotta cheese, and of course all your natural local goodness. It obviously is from the heart, and that's exactly what we look for here at Cooked and Uncorked. So good to have you. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful episode, and we will see you back. Remember, go to Andrew Dudich's website,
Mamadudes.com.
mamadudes.com, and
Yes,
that's
sir.
dudes with a S, right?
Yep,
Plural.
plural, yep.
All right. Have a great day.